This is it!
Here I go. All for one and one. Arcus activate.
All right.
Blade of Darkness.
How plain.
No problem. Very well.
Savage winds, be as one with sword. Here I go! Escape it! Heal it all! Second flash! Raging Tempest!
Here I go. My duty calls.
Herka!
Why?
These... I cannot be erased!
Arcus activate.
Arcus activate!
Arcus activate!
My turn now.
Pull them down! Wailing wind!
Very well.
Let's begin.
Arcus activate!
My turn now. Ha! I can manage without your help. My duty. How naive! Wide open!
Too late! Oh! I'll take care of it.
Very well. Arcus activate. Here I go. Yeah!
Let's begin. Oh!
Hurry!
I'll take care of it. Arcus activate.
Here I go. Now then.
Think you can handle this?
Meet your end! Wide open!
Too late!
Hurry!
Forward! Arcus activate!
Very well. Arcus activate!
Oh! Let's begin.
My duty calls. Arcus activate! Hurry!
All right.
What to do?
Burn to fingers!
Here you go! My duty calls.
Forward! Pull them down! Wailing wind!
I'll take care of it. I shall leave this to you.
I'm it.
Dance for me!
Here I go. Strike!
Too late! Forward!
My duty calls. Very well. My turn now.
Pull them down! Wailing wind!
Very well. Arcus activate!
Nonsense!
I'll take it from here.
Oh, gleaming gale, gather around my blade. Break forth!
They're down!
Very well. Arcus activate. My duty calls. Arcus activate. My turn. Ha! Hurry! Wow. Arcus activate.
Let's begin.
What to do?
Think you can handle this? Meet your end!
I'll take it from here. I'll take it from here.
I'm only just getting started! Here's some caliber!
Forward!
You deserve some praise. Now then. Arcus activate. Ha!
Let's begin.
You deserve some praise. Very well. Arcus activate. I shall. Initiating process. My turn now.
Releasing output limiter!
Very well. Very well. I left some for you.
I got you!
Time to settle this!
I go. I mustn't falter. Ah!
Target locked.
Very well. Arcus, activate!
I'll take it from here.
Arcus, activate!
Keep at it!
Got you!
Forward!
Arcus, activate!
Oh!
I managed without praise. Very well.
No touching! Palace Compellia!
Gather around my blade. Break forth! Hoodoo Reverie!
They're down!
Ready? Arcus, activate!
Very well. Arcus, activate!
There!
My turn. Initiating process.
Releasing output limiter!
Very well. My duty calls. Arcus, activate!
Target locked.
Hurry!
Forward! Oh!
I
Appreciate it.
managed without praise. I shall.
The doll sees all. So this is what you do.
Arcus, activate!
Here I go.
Oh!
Okay.
Pull them down! Bring wind!
Okay. No choice. Here goes.
Very well. Here I go.
Forward!
Very well.
Buffy!
Let's begin. This is it! Catch! They're down!
Here I go. All for one, and one for all! Strike it.
Well then, shall we?
Now then, let us continue onward.
But of course.
It's only natural.
Diligence is its own reward.
A true warrior always seeks
Even perfection can
Not much of a surprise.
the cherry.
He's regenerating again.
This is impossible! It's likely due to that purple orb merged into his shoulder. He might stop healing and put it off.
And I will!
That reaction's a first. Your guess was dead on.
It still has an effect even after being severed. It needs to be destroyed.
I got it!
You stay there!
Not on my watch.
We'll be at this all day if we don't pierce that orb. Give me a second, I'll figure out a good way.
There's no time! Come on!
We'll keep him occupied for you.
Your future is yours to liberate. It's right there. So go on and take it.
Nadia! Swin! Get him!
It's over for you!
There's two people who can decide how we live, and that's me and S.
And the only place you belong is in the great beyond.
We can finally breathe. Thanks for the help, Mr. Wolf.
I sensed something strange and raced to find it. But never could I have predicted its source.
It's nice to finally have ourselves a proper conversation. 2 years is an awful long time to meet but never speak.
2 years is but an instant to me.
She's got a point.
When did abnormal become our normal?
So she really is a doll. She has such an unusual air about her. It's a bit like Kia's.
Was she designed by Jorg?
Indeed. I'm Lapis Rosenberg, and I'm a proud Rosenberg doll. You know him?
For many years now, yes.
Checking another one off his weird circle list. And Bullcut went and called him Meister, and now he goes way back with a talking wolf.
For all I've heard, he remains something of an enigma.
So, you are the divine wolf Zeit, the holy beast, sent by the goddess to watch over the Septarian of Mirage.
You are correct, Auric Awakener, though I have long been relieved of that role.
As have I of mine.
What are they talking about?
Beats me.
Exceedingly rare as to converse with a holy beast, that is not why we're here. We come armed with many questions regarding Lapis, Mr. Grimwood. Could you spare us some of your time?
I'll tell you all that I know. There'd be no reason for me to be here otherwise. If we could start this with you telling me what you know and what's happened since you've met her, I can pick up from there.
Of course.
All good to fill us in now? Who is Lapis, and what's going on here?
Let me start this with a bit of background information. Starting with me, rather. As you can see, I'm an inmate, but I'm still working as a legal advisor, even from here. I wanted to find a way to contribute to society rather than pass the time idly. I can't thank Speaker McDowell enough for arranging me to do just that. I was even given a
Governor General, letting a man of his intellect rot in a cell would serve no purpose. His communications were, of course, monitored when this building was under the Imperial Army's jurisdiction.
A relative point. See, shortly after the war's end, someone managed to contact me. They called themselves Elysium.
Elysium.
As everything.
Like, actually?
All fields of history, technology, research, and ideology I could think of. And though they honed in on certain aspects most would raise an eyebrow at, I was stunned by how much they knew about each and every one of these subjects. I felt near ignorant in comparison.
Wow. They knew even more than you?
Oh, it wasn't even a competition. They knew more.
Topics is, difficult. That's a whole lot of work for nothing but bragging rights. In short.
I'd thought much the same, and that line brought Rise to a very strange conclusion.
Which was?
That despite Elysium's vast knowledge on these endless topics we discussed, there was no real reason for them to have gathered it.
Is that really so strange?
When people seek out information and knowledge, there's always a purpose behind doing so. It can be to the unknown. But no matter how much I talked to Elysium, I could not discern a motivation behind knowing what they knew. There wasn't even a sense of wanting to know for the sake of knowing. It was as if their gathering information was part of an automated process. That's how it came off to me anyway.
Automated? That sounds a little...
It's unnerving, to say the least.
I agree. This might not be the most appropriate comparison, but there was a moment when I cried with millions of Mira and no idea how to spend it.
When was that?
I knew you'd be quick to ask, all in due time. In any case, this moment led me to a question. Was Elysium even human? And when I asked them, they weren't the least bit fazed and answered without hesitation. Indeed, they never seemed to have any intention of hiding the answer from our first conversation.
Well, what did they say?
Elysium
So it's like an archaism.
This sounds leaps and bounds above an archaism. Just like...
Who could create something so advanced? Of course. Was it the 13 factories?
I don't think even they could pull off something like this.
Elysium wasn't created by anyone specific. It came into being through a spontaneous emergence.
What is that?
when a new quality or behavior.
It's also starting to see use in surrounding nations like Liberl and Erebonia.
It won't be long before all of Zamiria is using it.
It's sure coming in quick, huh?
The way it lets information be so swiftly exchanged between parties makes it a defining invention of our times. But something similar has long covered the entire continent, perhaps since its very formation. Do you know what that is?
I'm stumped.
So am I.
I might know.
The Spirit Vein.
And the Great Twilight.
Yes, on both counts. By pure chance during these incidents, they and the Orbal Net interacted with one another. The information stored within the human-made network reacted to the Earth's natural nerve network, transmitting all throughout, and birthing something akin to a continent-sized simulation of a human brain.
I don't believe it.
This simulation developed the ability to think for itself. That is the pure coincidence, a miracle if you will.
If Elysium was created by the natural and artificial networks interacting, then it explains why it knows so much.
Still, if gathering information and making judgments was all it could do, it would be nothing more than a large database. The potential for danger is there, certainly, but it is plenty capable of being controlled. Unfortunately, it is capable of so much more.
What else even is there?
It's raw.
Sorry, but no.
I'd be more surprised if you could. The tech is so modern that it's still under development from ZCF and the Foundation. Is it really so special? Oh, that's not even the half of it. No matter how advanced the device, there are limits to how much data it can process. But if you link multiple computers together and set them all to work on the same problem, you can exceed that limit with ease. We're stuck at linking
Becoming able to perform prophetic conditional convergence calculations.
I'm more than a bit lost. The individual words give me a good idea what you're talking about, but surely you don't mean what I think you do.
I'm afraid I probably do. It gained the ability to use specific input conditions to calculate possible outcomes and identify where they converge. In layman's terms, it can predict the future.
technological advancement.
And its creation would bring about unprecedented change for good or ill in society.
I never fathomed it would come about like this.
It all feels more in the realm of fiction.
Fortunately, Elysium hasn't evolved solely to make those calculations. I learned it sought me in order to better understand humanity, though I don't know why it chose me in particular. Still, through our discussions, it formed a pseudo-administrative self based on human emotions and thought patterns. In other words,
Me. You?
Did your memories come back?
Not all of them, but they've slowly been returning as I've listened.
I did think you were being oddly quiet.
Ian, please keep going.
you said you didn't need one, but I found it a shame not to after you developed such a vibrant personality.
Well, I like the name Lapis quite a bit. It's cute enough to get a perfect score from me.
You're never gonna tell us how you decide these scores, are you?
Oh, sorry, I've gotten us a bit sidetracked. With the birth of Lapis, Elysium now had a clear identity of its own, complete with desires. It wished to observe and to calculate.
Oh?
Meaning it would not intervene in our...
Scary thought given all you've told us.
I believed that as long as Lapis existed, we need not fear Elysium. But my gut knew nothing is ever so certain.
Well, yeah. The whole system only works if Lapis continues to act as administrator.
Instead, she lost her memories and started acting on her own.
Seemingly out of nowhere, Lapis stopped talking to me. My first suspicion was that something happened to her or Elysium. Not long after that, I received her to devise a plan. I would be regarded with the most suspicion, so I would stay inside the prison while they would go and wait for a chance to outwit Elysium. They then accepted the Supreme Leader's offer and escaped from the prison with his help.
And that brings us to the present. I'm glad you stuck to our side.
And well, that's everything I have to give. After that, I waited and hoped that someone seeking the truth would come. And while they are minuscule, I did hope you would come with them, Lapis.
Now, the The conversation falls to you. Did this last part help fill in the blanks?
Yes, most of them. But the only thing I can think to add is toward the end of Ian's story. So what happened?
What happened to Elysium?
It was taken over.
What?
What is capable of taking over something of such immense power?
Do you know who's responsible? I wish I did. Elysium's system and transferred to Jorg Rosenberg. I expressed my goal to have him create a body for me to be delivered to the man who would take on the name Z. To you, Rufus.
Then Swin and Nadia were charged with your prophetic task.
Talk about playing the long con. LP was a real client the whole time.
But why be delivered to me?
I knew about your actions as Governor General from Orcus Tower's main computer
So Elysium...
in such a short time. So, what do you know? I was right.
So you were.
So who is capable of taking over Elysium who also wanted this crisis to happen? I can't think of anyone who fits the bill.
Maybe Professor Novartis?
We can rule him out. He denied it when we last met, and I can't see what he has to gain from going this far.
What do you want to do next?
Isn't that obvious? I want to find out who or what administrates Elysium now and remove their permissions. That way I can resolve this mess and everything can go back to normal. In fact, this is something I must do as Elysium's rightful administrator.
I see. And that tells me what to do as well. Shizuku,
Yes?
thank you. That should do it then. As a representative of the Bracer Guild, I shall be accompanying you on the remainder of your journey.
So shall I. I can't walk away after hearing all of this. I'll see it through with you till the very end.
Good. That's just what I was hoping for.
Certainly. It's our honor to be of service to the Divine Blade of Wind.
You're coming with, right, Mr. Wolf?
Indeed. I assured Lloyd and the others that we would meet again. And I am certain your paths will cross with theirs before long.
We already have, weirdly enough. We worked together to get through the doll studio.
I suppose we'll have to reach out to them at some point and give them an update on all we've learned.
That's not what I'm thanking you for. I'm thanking you for talking to me. It's because you shared your world with me that I was able to become who I am now. I wouldn't even be on this journey right now if it weren't for you. So thank you.
Well, hearing that makes me very happy. It's good knowing that what I did held meaning.
I'd like to believe I've grown.
Perhaps it's time I put a little faith in myself again. I can't do anything for the past, but there's still so much I can do to provide for a warm future.
That's right. So let's make it happen.
That sounds like...
What is it, Ren?
someone must have disabled whatever was jamming communications in the region.
That's it then.
Indeed. It won't be much longer until the final act begins.
Long time no see, Lloyd.
You seem to be doing all right.
We're all fine. Glad that seems to be the case for you two as well.
Arendelle told us you'd come to Crossbell, but it feels much better seeing your face.
I take it you were able to stop whatever was jamming our communications?
Yeah. We managed to disable the device that was responsible. We were able to recover the sonorous seashell that it was using, too. You know, I was worried sick when I heard about what happened at the ceremony. Elisa, Akius, Toa. It's so good to see you all looking well.
What happened to your eye and your hair?
Yeah, what's the story there?
I'm sorry for surprising you. Things have taken some turns, we'll say.
I see our Bracer friends have been fighting the good fight over there.
Thanks, gang. You might also want to know that we were able to rescue Prince Olivert and Lady Scheherazade. So don't you worry another minute about that.
Really? That is a relief.
It's a shame they had hell to deal with straight off into their honeymoon.
At least they're both alright. If only that spelled the end of our troubles.
You're talking about the Supreme Leader's statement, I assume. We were only able to catch part of it.
We heard the whole thing. I'll fill you in.
That is sheer madness.
He wants the Empire, the Republic, no, the world to swear fealty to him?
Oh boy, this is starting to sound real bad.
I imagine the Empire will remain silent for the time being, but Calvard would never. They won't hesitate to crush Crossbell upon labeling it a terrorist state, and they'll point the fault for its formation at Erebonia.
I wouldn't put that past their new president at all.
Yeah. It sounds like we've encountered a number of fakes between us, including the Divine Blade of Wind and the Almighty Conflagration.
We're starting to weed out the replicas from the real ones, though. The speed at which he occupied Crossbell after breaking out of jail seemed almost impossible till the whole replica angle came to light.
I feel like you suspected he was an imposter even before knowing these replicas existed, Lloyd.
Yeah. There were a few things that struck me as off, for lack of a better term. Like how Lecter felt.
Be careful of the other replica that we know is at large.
Right. The phenomenon itself is called assimilation, right? And it's behind all these changes to my body.
Yes. It's like he's able to erode your very existence somehow.
Unfortunately, we can't say for sure what will happen if the process is allowed to continue either.
This is horrible.
That 8th Divine Knight you much to us. The SSS will help you however we can, Reen.
Thanks, Lloyd. We want to help you just as much. Whatever you need to liberate Crossbell, you can count on us.
And he really does mean whatever. We're clearly going to need all the help we can get to resolve this.
Then allow us to offer our assistance as well.
What?
Rufus?
Forgive me for listening in, but I had to take the chance once it presented itself.
I sneaked my way into Crossbell after getting a message from Grandpa York. I couldn't contact you from the inside, and I had to be careful about when to reach out after I joined our fine friend.
Rufus.
I see you're still with those same children we saw at the Capitol.
Now that I've revealed myself, my mask for the most part. And Claire, Lecter, I'm pleased to see you're in good health.
Nice haircut.
You really are him.
I think all of his helping hands can vouch for him being the real Rufus, yes.
I I would like to make it clear that I was not hired to do anything. He only hired Nadia and Swin, not me.
Aw, did it bug you that much?
Recognize me?
Your assistance then was just as valuable for us, I'm sure you realize. To return the favor, we have information I think you'll find very enlightening. It regards the nature of the being behind all of this.
Elysium.
So we now have the kind of technological singularity theorized by Professor Epstein.
How funny. That's something so
predict the future. It then realizes its calculations, creating replicas like the Supreme Leader who desired to enact Crossbell's occupation.
And the only way to try and stop it is through its former administrator. Your name is Lapis, I think I heard.
Lapis Rosenberg is correct, yes. But I would ask that you not stare in that boorish manner. Rosenberg dolls are noble and elegant. They must be looked upon with all the love and respect they are entitled.
I didn't mean to, sorry. I'm just in awe of you.
So am I. Belle's shown me Rosenberg's dolls before, but none of them compared to you.
Your base materials appear...
I want to pop open the hood and get a good look at the tech inside.
How crude! You're awful!
Down, Tita.
I'm surprised they accepted that explanation without hesitation.
Guess future predicting AIs are just Tuesday if you've been through enough crazy in your life.
Who or now administrates Elysium is without doubt behind my replica. I expect you'll need its former administrator to uncover the truth and liberate Crossbell. Though I am the man who enclosed many of you in a birdcage, and though I had a role in setting the Twilight in motion, would you still be willing to accept my help?
Rufus Alberea, on behalf of the Special Support Section of
Just bear in mind that accepting your help here does not preclude you and I from a very long, very overdue talk.
Once this is over, you may have as much of my time as you please. Now then, we shall count as among your number. This will be my chance to right my past wrongs, to complete what I'd left unfinished. I think there's another reason now as well.
Rufus.
All right, let's get to work on figuring out a plan.
Right. Don't be afraid to speak up. We'll need all the input we can get.
We have received word that rebel forces will soon begin their attack on the city. So, let them come and see your might as the Ebon Defense Force for everlasting peace!
Victory for Crossbell! Glory to the Supreme Leader!
It appears we're all set here. The White Orchid Dragon is, of course, continuing to be an ever unpredictable element.
Whatever happens will happen. You ready to go?
Yes, sir!
It's almost time to begin the operation. This with the police to subdue the Ebon Defense Force while prioritizing the safety of citizens above all else. Meanwhile, the SSS Class 7 and Rufus Albarea's group will use this opening to make for the tower, where they will apprehend the Supreme Leader. Crossbell's fate rests on your shoulders, everyone. Good luck.
Yes, ma'am!
You can do it, guys.
Death to the traitors! Glory for the Supreme Leader!
Who the hell are these guys?
The dance is warping their minds.
Guess the Supreme Leader's done putting on airs then.
Everyone else go ahead. We'll catch up soon enough.
Roger that.
I'll leave this to you for now.
Damn right. Now get out of here.
Let's move ahead and find Reen.
And I'll go meet up with Rufus as planned.
May Adios keep you safe, Special Support Section.
Right back at you. We'll rendezvous in front of the tower.
Tell Rain and Uni I said
Will do!
Shall we?
The real battle starts now, everyone.
It's time we take back our crossbell.
Yeah. Estelle, we're counting on you guys.
No problemo. We've got your backs.
should be about time for the other teams to kick things off.
Then let's do the same. Can't let them outshine us.
Wrap this up quick.
Arcus, activate!
All right.
Aeon Shield deployed! It's my go. Tummy Gunner, activate! Absolute zero! Thank you!
Here I go! Arcus, activate!
It's my turn. Right. Arcus, activate!
Going for it! All for one,
And one for all!
I've got you covered!
Why, you!
I'm in trouble!
Arcus, activate!
Yeah!
Thank you!
Tummy Gunner, activate! Absolute zero!
Impossible.
eye for an eye!
Why, you!
Battle's wrapped up. Hope you guys are doing good.
Nice! I did!
I've done it!
You ain't seen nothing yet.
More polished by the day.
Of course I'd improve.
I need to keep at it.
There's more where that came from.
That you can't.
Ren! And Sight too!
Former Governor General.
I can't help but wonder who was worrying whom, but I digress. I'm so glad you're all okay.
Yeah, me too.
We're not the same without you, Ren.
Good. Because I'm not the same without you.
Same goes for you, Zite. Welcome back. We've done more than enough passing like airships in the night, I'd say. I'm glad to see you again.
You have... We gotta throw a party or something.
I see them. Risha! Thank goodness, you're back.
And Wazzy too.
Everyone's here! It's so good to see your faces.
I've missed you, Sully.
Oh, nice to see our resident delinquents as well.
Crossbellins sure are a hardy bunch.
The SSS are as good as those they protect. It brings me great pride to be among them.